evening, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome. You're watching With All Due Respect with Shontyce and V, where we are addressing issues most related to millennials and correcting that mindset through scripture, truth, and transparency. If you missed last 2 weeks episode or last episode, which was 2 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago,
weeks
right.
ago.
3 weeks
Yes.
ago. We talked about so many stuff, so many things. We talked about yoga. We talked about sage. We talked about crystals. And we did exactly what our goal was, which was to break these millennial mindsets, break everybody's mindset on what these things do for you. Mm-hmm. And if you missed it, you have to go back and watch, because after doing that research, we started noticing how they're just taking on all the characteristics and attributes of Jesus and God and putting it on crystals and sage and other types of rituals. That's right. That cannot and will never be able to do what God and Jesus is always doing in our lives. So if you missed it, go back and watch. That was my favorite part of the episode.
That was actually mine too, because like I said, it was always just this whole thing of sages, I'm doing this and I'm clearing the atmosphere. But like I said, you still all twisted afterwards. Mm-hmm. So to hear all the truth about it, like it wasn't just in my mind. I loved it.
Yes,
I loved it.
Me
Shut
too.
people down with the word of God. That's what I love.
Yes. So again, if you missed it, go back and watch. Share it with somebody that you know is out here with the sage and the crystals. They won't leave their house without wearing them crystals. Share the truth.
In their pockets.
Share the truth,
Have
please.
it in their pockets.
Yes, the rings and the necklaces and all this type. Please share the truth, because people just don't know. They don't know.
But what they don't know is what's in these glasses.
Yes, ma'am.
Now your glasses looking very, very full. Okay, I don't know if y'all see her mason jar, but it's looking. What is in that?
What is in my glass is a berry beet smoothie. Now tonight we're talking about alopecia, and beets are supposed to be very good for your hair growth. So some of the benefits of it is it helps shed dead skin, which can help with your itchy scalp, and it can help moisturize your hair from drinking beets. If you got itchy scalp or dandruff, get you some beets. It also helps with the hair follicles. It helps the circulation of your body, which makes the circulation of your scalp help your hair follicles to grow. So get you some beets. It also helps keep your hair shiny and lustrous. What is the word?
Lustrous.
Lustrous.
It's so good she can't even pronounce the word.
So make sure, just from beets, and I hate beets, but I hate beets. I would have never.
But you can't taste it
ever.
You blended it,
no,
right?
you actually can, but it's not bad because of the berries. It has berries, honey, banana, and beets and berries. So you can actually smell the beets too, but it's not bad. I hate beets, but I would drink this.
Okay.
I would drink
well,
this.
As long as it's
and especially because it helps with my hair. So by the end of this episode, this glass will be empty because I need all the help I can get trying to grow my hair. So yes, what is in your glass?
Well, I have some good old cold cucumber water, because back on episode 106, I came where Ketty did some research and told us the benefits of drinking cucumber water. I said coconut water, right? Cucumber water. So get your cucumber water. Go back to episode 106 so you can hear the tips on drinking this. And yes, I'm going to eat the cucumbers. Always coming for me on here. But we got a message from our main sponsor.
Okay.
Main sponsor. So we're going to go right there while we sip on this very full smoothie and this cucumber water.
We will be right back.
just loving our soundtrack. I don't know about y'all, but make sure it is breast cancer awareness season, y'all. Make sure you support, whether you have suffered from it, someone in your family, a friend, or if you just want to support. I Wear Pink is a clothing brand that is all about bringing awareness to breast cancer, not only for women, but for men.
Yes.
And I'm a designer. And I had no idea that men actually struggled with breast cancer like that. So you think you're only doing clothing and all the information, you end up learning the different people. So make sure you also join us Sunday, October 27th. We will be in the Bronx, Bay Plaza Mall parking lot, for the breast cancer walk. And we will all be branded in the I Wear Pink, Real Men Wear Pink. And I got a few other designs that I'm going to try out. Other things I'm going to try out this year. But put I Wear Pink in the comments to order your merchandise tonight. I am still extending the promotional offer. So make sure you put it in the comments. I'm excited to see how we're going to look out there this year.
Yes, I'm excited to be out there as well.
Yes.
So with that being said, you know, we learning a lot about breast cancer, beets, crystals and sage, and just a lot of knowledge that God has given us.
Yeah.
So we always want to make sure we're bringing that to you with the What Are the Streets Saying segment.
Yes.
And we actually had a very interesting conversation on It's Due Time with Pastor Steph, which is on Blog Talk Radio Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. If you missed it, you want to go back and watch, because Pastor Stephanie brought up the topic of married people sleeping in separate beds and or bedrooms.
Wasn't that an interesting conversation?
Very much so. Very much so. So I put out a poll that said, because Pastor Stephanie said that this is something that they're saying millennials are into.
I thought we were millennials.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I
ain't never signed off on that.
No. No.
Maybe on the other side of the world, the
Yeah.
millennials are doing that. I don't know.
I don't know where they get this mess from, but I put out a poll and asked the millennials, is this the new millennial thing? Should spouses sleep in separate beds? And they went as far as to saying bunk beds.
Who's having a bunk bed as an adult?
Child.
Y'all got bunk beds?
And the poll results was 92% said HE double hockey sticks. No. Absolutely not. And we actually had 8%
Who said yes?
say yes.
To the bunk beds or just to
To
the
sleeping separately. I ain't want to get in nobody's business. But I'm really concerned about what your marriage looks like if you're saying yes to sleeping, whether it's bunk beds, separate beds, or separate rooms. It's just
like I said, I'm just trying to imagine a woman, especially a millennial woman, hearing her man say, "I babe," or whatever he calls you, and takes his phone with him to another location, even if it's in the house, to go to sleep. What? And you ain't supposed to be snooping? He's supposed to be creeping down the stairs. Right. Like, that's all I kept envisioning. Like, so I'm supposed to be okay with you doing whatever, with whomever, on the phone, online, whatever. I'm not supposed to know anything about it because I'm on another floor or in another room. What is the point in us being married?
right. And they actually have a name for this. Do you want to guess the name? Our background crew, y'all want to guess the name of what this is actually called? Our viewers,
Please.
do you want to guess the name of what this is actually called? Because they actually have a name for this. And it is called sleep divorce.
What?
Sleep divorce.
Are they divorcing?
And you want us to believe that this is actually beneficial to anyone's relationship and or marriage, and that's the name?
But are they getting divorced?
Are you serious? So I looked up some things. Of course, because like you said, we are addressing issues most related to millennials, and since they're putting this on millennials, which I'm very offended by,
Extremely.
we're going to take the time and correct these mindsets through scripture, truth, and transparency. So, truth, pros of sleeping separately. Because we got to be fair. And what we found was less disturbances from movement, snoring, different sleep schedules, or sleep conditions. Some people like it hot, some people like it cold, some people like dark, some people like a little light, some people like noise, like white noise when they sleep, others don't. It supposedly improves your sleep quality because if you're sleeping alone, you don't have your husband and or wife moving in the bed, waking you up, yada yada, and you supposedly get more sleep because again, you don't have anyone waking you up in the middle of the night for whatever the reason is. So those are some of the benefits of sleeping separately. But then we have the benefits of sleeping together, which it improves sleep. Sleeping next to someone you love releases the love hormone oxytocin, which helps one sleep better, longer, and have a better REM sleep. So when you're near the person that you love, you know, you get that feeling, the butterflies, you feel safe, you feel warm, you feel lovey and gooey. There's actually hormones being released that is beneficial to you. Mm-hmm. And it's the oxytocin hormone. You get a stronger relationship. You do what?
What? That actually happens when you lay in the same bed?
Oh my goodness.
Never known.
It increases feelings of love, happiness, and bonding, which can lead to closeness and trust. Because just like Shontyce said, your husband or wife go into another room with their phone, with whatever devices they have, and they have all this space, opportunity, and time to do whatever, it might start putting some things in your mind of what that other person is doing in that other room. And a stronger immune system. It's better for your health to sleep next to your partner because it lowers blood pressure, reduces inflammation, and helps with your immune system. That's absolutely insane. That sleeping next to the person you love has an effect on your health. And lastly, it improves communication. Sleeping next to your spouse encourages communication. You know, you get that pillow talking before you go to sleep. Y'all talking, you ask how was her day, how was your day, yada, yada, yada. You get that communication going and you feel closer to your spouse. I don't know about you, but it all makes sense to me. I wouldn't see it any other way.
I'm laughing at you're going to get high blood pressure. If you sitting there stressing out about what your spouse is doing on their phone, it will definitely raise your pressure.
Or, in my mind, you get high blood pressure because now you have to put in all this extra energy and effort to make the person feel fine about it. You know, let them know, you know, I ain't doing nothing, ain't nothing going on. You can trust me, blah, blah, blah. You got to put in all this time and energy to make time for your spouse outside of your sleeping times and outside of your day-to-day. You go to work, you come home, she might be doing something, cooking dinner, yada, yada, yada. Now y'all in separate beds. So now you got to really make the effort to make time for one another, to make the person feel secure in your relationship. It's just too much.
It's giving me high blood pressure just sitting here listening to it.
Right. It's just too much.
Wait, but we have a comment about what's in your glass. A viewer put, I will try the beets with berries for my dry hair. Heavy on the dry hair. And I heard about the cucumber water and the benefits. So we on point tonight.
Okay, and just so our crew know, I left y'all some smoothies in the fridge. So help yourself, and there's some extras. If you actually enjoy the taste, let me know. But yeah, I looked out for y'all. I got y'all. But yeah, this sleeping separately thing is absolutely insane. Stop letting people put things in your head. It don't make no sense.
That poll came from millennials.
That poll came from millennials. And let me go back. 92% said no. So for anybody who out there saying that this is a new millennial thing, please stop putting this on us.
It done lied to you.
No, it ain't.
Don't try to put it on us.
I ain't claiming that.
Do not try to put it on us.
I am not claiming that. Now that could have fit for the get rid of that.
I'm about to say, does that get rid of the book bags? Because I'm still trying to figure out. We are in our late 30s, pretty much, early 40s, millennials now. Who got a bone bag?
Child.
Okay? But to get rid of that, I've been seeing some things. And, you know, one of the things that we need to really make sure we're learning and understanding is the things that God is correcting us on is not always the big things. You know, a lot of it are the subtle things, which is what keeps us in trouble a lot of the time. Because you're so busy focusing on the big things that the small things you like push it to the side. But we're going to see one of the things that us millennials need to make sure we get rid of right now.
You know? So what was you? Cause I've been looking for you for the last 3-4 hours. You ain't doing nothing wrong?
No.
I'm serious. So you need to get serious. This is a serious situation going on.
I do get my props. I'm not a mogul. I'm a tycoon. I sell oil. Don't disrespect me and say I do everything everybody else does. And I put up my own money. All these so-called moguls y'all talking about, you name one of them that put their own dough up. You're only the boss if you put up your own money. If you don't put up your own money, I don't care how much somebody gives you, you're nothing but a supervisor. It's not yours. There's no money in this world for someone to pay me so they could call me, so I can call them a boss. That's like calling somebody daddy. We don't do that.
Interesting.
So now, V, I'm about to sit here and get on you with my shades on. I'm about to let you know how real this situation is, how strongly I feel about this with my shades on. And you're going to be able to understand that I'm talking to you, that I'm looking at you. I ain't looking at nothing or nobody else. And you better take me serious and you better pay attention to me when I'm talking to you. How? How when you're wearing shades that block? Like I've been watching and I chose these two because these two have been the main ones that have been irking my nerves the most when it comes to this. We watch celebrity interviews and a lot of them are sitting there with their shades on and it's like, okay, but you're indoors, right? Why are there shades on? It's nighttime outside. We can tell because y'all sitting in front of a window. Why do you have shades on? And he just makes it so. Before I get into that, let me just read a couple of things, right? So I did a little research. So just like with what are the streets saying, a lot of this stuff comes for us common folk, for the celebrities, right? So the celebrities, it's stated that they wear shades a lot because they suffer from a lot of migraines, sensitivity to light, brain injuries. This is what they say. And they deal with something called the devil-may-care vibe. Right? So the devil-may-care vibe is a relaxed, casual, or carefree attitude that doesn't consider or worry about any of the consequences that comes along with their action. So this is an action, okay? So it also goes along with like the happy-go-lucky or just carefree or whatever. I don't know why the devil has to be thrown up into that term or whatever. Is it anything to get recognition from the devil, okay? But now, when you speak to someone like this, it's insulting. It's not personal. It could be so many people around, or worse, it could just be one-on-one, and we're sitting here having a whole bona fide conversation. Yeah, you gotta look at my shape. You gotta look at yourself. So you might as well go look in the mirror and talk to yourself. Because now you're looking at your reflection as you're talking to me and as I'm talking to you. So this whole conversation here, this whole interaction is being done with these shades. Okay, showing eye contact shows respect. And it was very interesting in both of these clips. Both of these men demanded respect. But but yet they're wearing shades. You had one who was reprimanding his daughter, demanding respect. He expected her to take him serious and answer his questions. They got shades on, okay. Then you got the other one who sit and conducted an interview, in an interview, and he's trying to make his point, but you're not getting personal because they can't see which one you're talking to unless you're literally here. It doesn't make sense. Okay, now shades can act as a social guard, giving off a sense of mystery and detachment from others, which of course we know as millennials a lot of people like to do, because even without the shades, you talk to some people and it's like, who are you looking at? Where are you looking? Why are you not? And that's why a lot of us don't get jobs. FYI, if you're the type to go on a job interview, I haven't been a job interview in years, but one of the things that I always got credited for was eye contact. I'm staring you in your face. You asking me a question, as you're asking, as I'm responding, I'm looking you dead in your eyes. It's like, oh, you got the eye contact. I bet I do. Just for that, I got the job. Because it also shows that you have integrity as well. You're talking to me and I'm looking all up here, a bird fly, I'm staring at that. What do you think that's showing them about your character? I don't know what you think that is. Also serves as a protective barrier. I don't know what you need to be protected from if we're talking, especially if you're as strong as these men portray themselves to be. What are you protecting yourself from? But it's like, come on, y'all. Cut it out. We need to really understand what it means to get personal with each other, to not want to fight. You know, and I learned a lot of people love to fight and argue because they don't know how to converse. They don't know how to talk. We're almost 40, if not 40 by now. If you don't know how to look someone in their eyes and speak to them, that is a problem. Has this been a concern for you, V?
I mean, not in my personal life, but definitely seeing it with the celebrities. And because so many people look up to them, they follow these idiotic trends. And you see people walking around inside with shades on. Like, you can't even see where you're going. Why are you wearing these on? Like, what are you doing? Like, you really feel like you're stunting on somebody because you have these shades on inside. You look stupid and you need to take them off. But no, it hasn't been an issue in my personal life, but I definitely have seen it on, you know, social media and things like that, on TV with these celebrities. Like, I never understand. And then you're out trying to promote, whether it's your album, your show, whatever it is, and you're sitting here with these shades on, looking stupid.
Because there have been so many times, like, I've been outside on a sunny day, I have my shades on. And, you know, I'm like, oh, snap, what's up? How you doing? We're talking, and after I'm like, oh, wait, I still got my shades on. And I'll pull them up or take them off. Because it's like, I'm not about to sit here and have a whole conversation with you. And it's a casual conversation. We weren't conducting any business. We weren't talking about life or death. It was just a casual conversation, but still, it's like, come on, we have to really, again, these subtle things, understand this stuff is real. It really speaks on your character. It really speaks on what you're about, who you're about, what you're ready to face, what you're not ready to face. You say a whole lot more about yourself than what you realize without having to open your mouth. So get rid of concealing your facial expressions and who you really are, protecting yourself, and the, what is it called? Devil may care vibe. Stop throwing the devil's name up for everything. You don't care. You don't care. Get rid of it.
Yes. And I got transitional, so they turn to shades and I go out into the sun. When I get back inside, they take a little too long to turn back to eyeglasses. I'm like, it's too dark in here. And then for real, it makes you look real sus. It makes you look real sus. Are you high? Are you on something? What are you hiding? Because why are you wearing shades inside? So it really does not speak highly of your character. So please, get rid of that. Absolutely. 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 Now, we're going to go and take a quick break. And we're going to get this episode started. Tonight we're talking about alopecia. Because this month is Alopecia Awareness Month. Which, again, another awareness that I had no idea even existed.
You really?
No, I didn't. Until we looked it up. I was like, oh, there's a month for alopecia. So, all right, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to get into it when we get back. Y'all want to go get y'all smoothies?
I gotta wait.
It's time.
He's trying to set up one of the crew members.
Real quick, we gotta shout out our crew as we stepping it up. This looks so
Yes.
good. We got the cards with our logo on the back. We stepping up. I can't wait for season 3. Can't wait to see.
I don't know, because I'm kind of feeling like we need to keep it out here as long as we can. Okay, and then when we have to be in our inside sets because the weather will, we can't separate the door and talk because it's too cold out here. Then
says the person who's probably freezing right now.
I'm always cold, everybody be sweating, and I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? It is brick in here. But it actually feels good out here. It actually feels good. I can sit out here in a hoodie. But if I keep too many times, and this time I'm going inside our inside studio. But yes, we are highlighting Alopecia Awareness Month tonight. And this is very close to my heart, because I suffer with alopecia, very open about the edges that I have to put on sometimes. Okay? I done came a mighty long way. Mighty long way. For me, it started back in 2009. Real quick transparency moment. Started back in 2009. I was getting my washing set. My hair was nice and full. It's full because once you get your washing set, you can do a little bounce. And she's like, mommy, spot. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, no, spot. And I'm like, no. It was like a little bigger than a quarter. Like here. And then she was like, oh, wait, I see another one. And I just started crying. I'm just like, just hurry up because I got to run home. Ask my mother what's going on, like she took my hair out. See if I can go to the dermatologist, whatever. But then when I really thought about it, I actually experienced eczema on my scalp when I was about 7. Horrific experience. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. All of my hair didn't fall out, but I had a nice old bald spot right in the middle of my head, and it hasn't been the same since. In 2018, I'm surprised y'all ain't hear me crying from wherever y'all live. I had on a wig. Under it were cornrows. I was taking the cornrows out, and it was coming out from the root like clumps. And I just started screaming, ran to my mother's room. She's just like, oh Lord, you might as well just kill us all now. I didn't know what was happening outside. I'm just pulling out chunks of my hair. I tried to hold on to this nappy afro for like a month or 2 because I was just like, already a huge amount of hair came out. I'm not about to shave my hair off. And then I ended up with this. Do we have Finally went to my mother's barber. And she was like, girl, if you don't cut them naps off. I went to the barber and he was like, don't put that scarf when you go home. And I actually was okay walking home with my little Caesar. It was a bit emotional. But I like the flexibility. When it was too hot for a wig, I took it off. When I wanted the wig, I put it on. Long, short. I was feeling it. Didn't know that there were so many different types of alopecia. So I have alopecia areata. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And that's because of the tension on your hair. From all of the years of pulling and all of that, I wore box braids and lots in high school. That's all I wore. I went through my brandy phase. And what made it worse is because I taught myself to do my own hair. So I didn't have to pay for it. I didn't have to wait for anybody to do it. You already know me because you do your hair. So you stay in your hair. Yep. Then you also have, so it's also actually an autoimmune disease. which was very concerning as well. So if you're deficient in any vitamins in your body, iron and all of that, it will cause for alopecia as well. You also have alopecia totalis, where you lose all the hair in your body. And I actually know someone like that. He has no eyebrows, no eyelashes, no nothing. It's just everything is just gone. It's like, let me stop complaining, right? And you also had, it was like I was able to, I didn't think I would ever be able to attach anything in my hair, but I was. Then you have alopecia universalis, which refers to hair loss of the whole body again as your scalp. But I'm sorry, wait. Totalis means the entire scalp. Universalis means everywhere. Yeah, so I had it backwards. It means everywhere. So thank God I don't have either one of those because it would take a whole lot longer for me to get ready if I have no eyelashes and no eyebrows. But of course, like I said, you go to the wigs and you're putting on hair. Well, whose hair are we putting on? Piggy Troop time! We have to get ready to understand whose hair we're really wearing. Now, India is the leader in the hair extension trend. So most of the hair that China gets, that Hong Kong gets, comes from India. They're the leading ones. So in India, there's a practice of donating your hair to the temples, and that's called tonsuring. And of course, we know that religion is Hinduism. Right. So of course, we know that whenever you talk about Hindu, Buddhist, all of that, you're talking about the lowercase gods. You're talking about people worshiping these idols. So the concept, they are paying tribute to the god Lord Balaji, the lead deity of, y'all gonna have to bear with me because I don't pronounce this word. I'm trying to pronounce it. Then Katarasawa, and that's a temple in India, and they're known for the preserver of the universe. So this lowercase g god Balaji is known as the preserver of the universe. So according to the Hindu scriptures, this god Balaji turned himself into a stone idol so that he could live forever. So it is once upon a time like he was a human, but so that he could make sure he's always around, he turned himself into a stone, and his two wives did the same so that they could be with him forever. Okay? So now it said that Daisy takes the human form. So it's like, okay, now he's the God. He wants to take the human form to now help the people who worship him in their worldly struggles. Also, so that he can experience what it is to be human. Which one is it? Do you want to help your people out, or do you want to get the experience? But what do you want the experience of if you turned yourself into a stone? So what were you before, a cat? Whatever. Okay. Now, according to the myth, they have this human form. Now they shave their hair off, and they donate it, and they pray to this God, and this God is supposed to bless them with many blessings and give them help. And it's also, I'm shaving my head and donating it to this God and giving a tribute to this God, also to keep my ego in check and my beauty in check, so that I do not become too vain. I cut all my hair off, and now I donate it. And now they take it from the temple and they donate it to all of the manufacturers, and they make money off of it. And now this is what's strange to me, that I'm supposed to be donating this and doing this in the name of my God, but now you're gonna profit off of it. I don't care what you do with the money. I'm supposed to put the money. Whether you take it and buy yourself a new car, a new home, donate it to charity. I just donated this to my God. But this is what they're doing. And this is what we're wearing. We wear.
This is what y'all wear.
Yeah, because I've been locked up since Thanksgiving of 21. But I got a few wigs still, and I got to do my research and go way back and remember this was Indian hair. That's why they're not on display out here right now. But this is what is on your head when you wear it. You're wearing hair that has been dedicated to an idol. To an idol that's against God. Anything that is not God, that acts like God, is against God. So this Balaji also sounds like he's trying to be like Jesus.
Right.
Because you come here in the human form to help your people out. But see, Jesus didn't come here just because he wanted to see what it was like to be a human. That is not why he came. So we got to be very careful. Again, one of those things that people don't think is all that serious. But you're ordering this hair, you're wearing it, and like Pastor Steph always says, that you wondering why you all cuckoo, because look at what you're putting on. Like, this stuff is real. Look at what you're gluing to your head or sewing to your head. Or now they have the glueless wig, but you're still applying this to your head. You are literally pretty much like wearing another god. You're wearing their morals. You're wearing their traditions. You're wearing their way of life. Scary. So for those who are suffering from alopecia, you may have to think of something else.
Listen, just rock it. Just rock it. Just rock
Everybody don't look good with the closed hair cover. She done cut her hair and started over with her locks plenty of times. Everybody don't look good with a closed haircut.
Listen, if there's nothing else, you can't. If you're suffering with alopecia, there's nothing you can do about it. There ain't no pill you can take. There's no drink you can drink. It's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. So why sacrifice your mental health, your spiritual health, your physical health, your emotional health, trying to cover up something that you can't do anything about? Just rock it. Just rock it. Whoever don't like it, I know somebody who do.
Man named Jesus.
Listen, just rock it. That is a lot. Wow. You never think your wig is what's causing you.
Oh, wait, yep. Pastor Steph says they do it to raise money. Teresa says, I am not my hair. Go ahead, India Ari. I am not my hair. And that has to be my theme song for a few years.
Yes.
I drove myself
Same.
mental.
Same.
Oh my
Same.
God.
We got to take a quick break.
Yes.
We're going to come back and continue this conversation and learn some more of things that we just had no idea about, because I didn't know anything about this. So we're going to be right back. Crazy. Well, real quick, before we go any further, we gotta say what's up to all the viewers that are that are shouting us out. That's commenting. We got Ketty. Hey, Ketty. Hey, Fearless. Hey, Pastor Steph. Hey, Anika. Who else we got? I saw some. Hey, Strider. There was another one. I'm sorry if I missed
Majesty.
you. Yes, there we go. Born King. Hey, Majesty. Thank you guys for commenting. Thank you for viewing. But yes, that is absolutely insane. That is absolutely. Pastor Steph says nothing wrong with wearing your own hair short and all. Amen. Rock what you got. Yes. So before we go any further, I gotta give my transparency moment because we are smashing these mindsets with transparency, truth, and the word of God. So my transparency moment is I also suffer with alopecia, tension alopecia or chemical, whatever one it was. And I did it to myself.
Wait, how did you do it?
Because I didn't know. I was dyeing my hair, perming my hair, braiding my hair, and I did not know what I know now. And I wish edges was in trend when I was young. Because had it been, because they wasn't laying the edges like they was when we was younger.
No, they weren't, but you still needed them.
Yes. But if I had known what I know now, I would have never did it. But that's how I lost my hairline. I lost a lot of my hairline. It came back, thank God. Most of it came back. It's still thin, but it came back. But yeah, I did it to myself with the perming and the dyeing and the back to back too. Like,
hold on. How old were you?
I mean, not young. As soon as I, got out of high school, maybe 18, 19, and onwards for years.
Wait.
For years.
Because what black girl didn't know you couldn't put chemical on top of chemical.
It wasn't like that, like perming and dyeing. It was just like the combination of it all. Like sometimes I would perm, cut it off, then I would be wearing my natural hair, so I would color it, and then I would be braiding it. So it was tension alopecia. And let me tell you, going to the dermatologist, go to your people, because I went to the dermatologist and I was like, oh, I noticed my hair is falling. You know, it's not growing back.
Right.
I wanted to know if it would ever grow back. I was telling him about this like black spot I had in my hair. He was not our color.
Right.
And he was just like, oh, take this. And at the end of the day, it didn't help me at all, because all of it was petroleum-based stuff, which we're not supposed to be putting in our hair.
Right.
And he didn't care. Right. He did not care. He didn't explain nothing. He was just like, oh yeah, you got tension alopecia. That was the first time I've ever heard of that. And whatever he was giving me was not helping me. And I was just rubbing this stuff on my hair because the doctor told me to do this. It ain't doing anything.
Wow.
It ain't doing nothing.
I started with a female dermatologist that wasn't our color. And then I ended up with one who was. And she was really, really good. She came and she was like, I want you to try this Rogaine. And I was like, Rogaine? And she said yes. She said the only downside to it is once you use it and it starts your hair growing, you have to use it forever. Amen. Or the hair that it helps to grow is going to fall out. She's like, but you have to make sure you're careful and only put it where it's supposed to go, because if you make a mistake and like drop it on your face, hair is gonna grow there. And I said, Miss Dr. Ma'am, let me explain this to you, right? I don't want hair that bad to have facial hair. So if I get a mustache, I am not using this again. Well, not only did I get a mustache, I got back hair, I got chest hair, I had hair on my knuckles, I had hair everywhere, and I was like, oh no. And I went back to her. She was like, but it works. It's working. It doesn't work with everyone. I said, but I look like Bigfoot. Sis, not only do I look like Bigfoot, it grew everywhere but hair, right, where it needed to be. And I'm like, so I got hair all over my forehead. It's now attached to my eyebrows. There's a whole different type of unibrow. But you're excited. I'm glad you're excited, because I am giving this. I gave it to my barber, the one who gave me that Caesar. I said, you're a man. You could use this. And Rogaine is not cheap.
No.
Rogaine is like $40-something for like something that's not even this tall.
Yes.
Like, no. And I'm like, oh, absolutely not. So then I had to wax my face because of the hair. So not only now do I have the forehead hair attached to the eyebrow, now I'm breaking out because of the wax. Can you say pray? There was a whole lot of mental things going on in this brain. I drove everybody around me crazy because nobody having any peace, and I wasn't in peace. Horrible. Go to your people. Keep Jesus on you, because if not, you just gonna drop at yourself and everybody and just jump off the bridge. But you know, I didn't realize how many people in the industry suffered from alopecia, and there were a few, but we're gonna just highlight 5. Miss Tyra Banks, y'all know Tyra Banks, supermodel Tyra Banks, America's Next Top Model Tyra Banks, actress Tyra Banks, suffering from alopecia areata. Same thing pretty much we're suffering from, of the tension. And that was caused by her stress. She said it reached an all-time high when she was writing her book back in 2011 called Model Land. And she said it got so bad to the point where eating a meal was relaxing to her. So that just went to show, like, she didn't eat. She didn't say it was just way too much. And if you've ever followed her career at any point, she stayed very, very busy. So you can see that. But I had no idea that she suffered from alopecia. She gave a quote, and it says, I couldn't just look out at the ocean, and in hindsight, that wasn't healthy. How can I say this without tearing up? I got a little alopecia from the stress. Sometimes you think it's a little, but it's a little lot. Miss Viola Davis. Y'all know Miss Viola Davis, How to Get Away with Murder. She is a phenomenal actress, Oscar-winning actress. Suffers from alopecia areata. She says, quote, I woke up one day and it looked like I had a mohawk. Big splash of bald on the top of my head. I found out it was stress related.
Wow.
Ooh. Miss Nev Campbell. Y'all know Nev Campbell. You watch Scream? Nev Campbell, the main character.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Main character, yes. So she's not us, but she's suffering from alopecia. Okay, she says, quote, I was horribly overworked and going through a divorce. Also, I had stalkers and started receiving threatening mail. I was so distressed by it all that my hair started falling out. Life hasn't been a bowl of cherries. Now, a whole lot of stressing that made she had a whole lot of hair. Miss Ricky Lake. If you're a millennial, you know who Ricky Lake is. Millennial and older. I don't know about the Gen Zs. Wait, are they Zs behind us? Yes, because Gen Y is right before us. I don't know about them, but TV host Ricky Lake, actress Ricky Lake, suffered from androgenetic alopecia. I want to make sure I pronounce these words correctly. That's a scientific name for a pattern of hair loss that a lot of men experience, actually. And she actually experienced that. So it's a lot of baldness, different patches of baldness. And of course, Miss Jada Pinkett has been very vocal about, now here's something that I didn't know. Well, she suffers from alopecia areata as well. But I didn't know that she, and I mean, we saw it. If you saw Jada Pinkett on, what's the show? Oh my gosh. College.
Oh,
Different world. Yes, a different world. She had the big old French roll back when it was in style. She had hair. She started out with a lot of hair. She started wearing a shortcut because of alopecia. I just thought it was always because she looked nice. But no, she started wearing it because of the alopecia. She said she was losing handfuls of hair in the shower every single day. So she started sporting the short hairstyle. And she started taking the steroid injections. And it helped, but it doesn't cure. And I can attest to that because I got that too.
I wasn't doing that.
I did it. I didn't do it here at first. I would do it in the other bald spots and the hair would grow back like a week. And a few months later, it would fall back.
Right.
So it was like you be getting it for no reason.
Right.
It's not a cure. There is no cure for alopecia. There's a way you can kind of maintain it and your hair can grow back a little, but there is no absolute cure. So we're going to lift these women up in prayer and keep them in mind because they're in the spotlight. You know, it's a lot of pressure on them to always look good for red carpet events and, you know, maybe not so much for the characters that they're playing because it's kind of like a character role anyway. You maybe wearing wigs and stuff anyway. But when they have to make their personal appearances and stuff, we have no idea how much of a mental and emotional strain that can be on them to be like, dang, at one point I did have hair and now I got to wear this, so I got to wear. So we're not the only ones suffering with this. Not only us common folk. Weird. We're not so weird. We're not so weird.
I just give a lot of respect to Jada because not only did she come out and say, like, I'm suffering with alopecia, because the other ones I knew nothing about, but she made it a point to come out and spread awareness about it and rock her short hair. So shout out to her. But yeah, I wasn't doing the injection shots. They definitely offered that to me. And I was like, in my temple though, are you insane? Like, ain't that much hair? I don't need it that bad. No, I wasn't doing that. But yeah, I just feel like people just need to rock their whatever it is. And then on top of that, my father suffers with hair loss. And my mother. So I was just like, you know what?
Y'all just set me up for success.
I'm going to just have to deal with this. If my hair starts falling out, if this is going to be my life, I'm going to rock it. I'm going to rock it. And that's why I've cut my hair so many times, shaved it off, buzz cut. Like, I'm going to just have to deal with it. And that's...
But she looked good with it, though. That's what I'm saying.
But I've seen some women completely bald. And I'm like, good for you. Like, rock it. So you just got to you know, man up, for lack of a better word. Like, just do it. You can't do nothing about it. Just do it.
After you get through all of the emotional parts, you can't man up.
But for me, that was the emotional, trying to hide it, wearing different hairstyles and all of that. I'm just like, F it. Like, nah, I'm not doing it. I'm not hiding it. It is what it is. Y'all gonna see these bald spots.
Well, we're gonna take this quick break after we adjust these balls. Cause I got caught in the rain the other day and I was afraid it was gonna come off. So yeah, we'll be right back right after this break. No, but it does. It's a lot more.
Right, we got some quick comments. We need the peace of Jesus to keep these follicles. Yes, I believe Viola also discussed her hair issues. Okay, I haven't heard of it, but good if she did spread that awareness. Yes, and Congresswoman Ayanna. Okay. Apparently another woman who's suffering with alopecia. We gotta find some men.
I was looking.
They just ain't speaking.
Floyd Mayweather came up.
Okay.
Floyd Mayweather came up. But they were just, I didn't mention the men because, okay, yes, it's hair loss, but none of them had like alopecia.
Right.
And I'm like, y'all not about to punk out, and the women are saying like, I got alopecia, I got alopecia.
Right.
I mean, even though it's pretty much the same thing, just not using the word. But yes, I did see Floyd Mayweather because I was looking for whatever culture.
Right.
But mainly, of course, African Americans, because it just seems to be a whole different type of mentality when it comes to that. When I saw his name pop up, I was like, hey. But he looks good with his baldy, so he all right.
Right.
He good. Right. What does Jesus say about these missing hair follicles? He said, peace be still.
I don't know if there's specific verses on alopecia,
right,
or hair loss, but I went with Ephesians 5:15 and 16 that says, "So be careful how you live. Don't live like fools, but like those who are wise. Make the most of every opportunity in these evil days." And that for me goes with the married people sleeping in separate bedrooms and or beds. That goes with the hair. You buying hair that you had no idea was prayed over and sacrificed to and all types of stuff, and you're putting this on your body, on your head, and absorbing all of that. Just be careful. Be careful. Stop letting people talk you into stuff. Mm-hmm. Stop letting the pressure, peer pressure, or cultural pressure push you into things that are just not good for you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, all of them. Just be careful. Do what is going to be best for you.
I like that. I got be devoted to one another with authentic brotherly affection as members of one family. Give preference to one another in honor. And that's in Romans 12:10 in the Amplified version. And that has to do with wearing these shades and being disrespectful while demanding respect. Like, I don't think we understand how remedial we be.
Right.
We have to show honor. And it's not this whole street code of, you gotta give respect, earn and all that, No, I'm just supposed to automatically give you this respect, despite what the streets say. Okay, and the streets are saying that we don't have to get rid of this, but we do. Because this is why we're looking at a bunch of grown men who are still in certain situations that they're in.
Yeah.
And they're figuring, I should be able to do this and it shouldn't have an effect. That ain't got nothing to do with the other thing. It really does. And y'all are fathers. What are y'all teaching your kids, your adult kids? Like, what are you doing? No, we have to get this together. We have to get this together.
Even if you're not fathers, if you're in the celebrity realm, you got too many people looking up to you, and this is what you're teaching those that are coming up behind you. Like, it's not a joke when they say the children are the future. And this is this is what we're leaving them with. So definitely.
Oh,
and these kids are so disrespectful, and they don't need no help.
Well, why shouldn't I be disrespectful when my mama is talking to me like this?
Right.
Where's the respect?
There is none.
And I figure because I'm the parent, I don't have to respect you on a certain level. No, we got to get this together. But I like that verse you gave.
I like yours. That was good. That was good. We hope y'all learned something as well.
Absolutely. But in honor of Alopecia Awareness Month, we also have to give a shout out to another one of our sponsors, JuJu Juice Hair Care.
Okay.
And now these products are on point.
Okay.
It's all natural plant-based hair growth. Their latest product is CBD Extra Strength Growth Oil, and that includes anti-inflammatory properties, which help with soothing scalp conditions like eczema, psoriasis. Like I told you, I suffer from eczema on my scalp. It will take your hair out. But this CBD Extra Strength Oil is supposed to help to remedy all of that. Okay, it also helps with your dry, itchy scalp. This hair growth oil also promotes stronger and thicker strands of hair, and it is excellent for braids and locks. And as you can see, we are up here sporting our locks. So make sure you head over on Instagram to JuJu Juice Hair Care. That's JuJuJuice Hair Care. No underscores, all one word. And this brand also has products for men. It's not only women.
Okay.
So make sure you go to her. She's on point. She's also a hairstylist, so she specializes in hair care as well. Make sure you go over and tell her that with all due respect, thank you. You never know what you may get.
Now I got a lot of questions, JuJu. So if you're watching this, we need you up. We need you.
Yes.
On the couch.
Yes. Yes. Let us know what we can do better, how often we use it, how often we shouldn't use it. But yes, we definitely have to make sure that we're putting the proper products in our hair and not just putting it in like petroleum jelly.
Right. Right. We got a comment real quick. Maybe wearing the hair causes emotional distress due to hair belief upon covering your head because they're blocking your blessings from our God. Okay. Maybe.
Wait, is that the other God here blocking our blessings from God?
No, from our God. Uppercase G.
Oh, okay.
Our God. You're blocking your blessings, putting on that hair from the lowercase G. Blocking your blessings from the real God.
Makes sense.
But we definitely want you guys to stay connected. So make sure you check out our YouTube page. What's the YouTube page again?
A Christian Walk Talk Show YouTube channel.
And you're going to be able to catch a lot on there. Our editor, who is Shontyce, has been uploading the content from the Breaking the Yoke conference. And it has been dope. You're also going to be able to see previous episodes of With All Due Respect and so much more that God has us and Pastor Stephanie involved in. So make sure you go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, that like button, and share. Because we ain't putting out nothing but the truth, nothing but helpful tips and tricks. So make sure you are hitting that share button.
Don't shoot the messengers. Also make sure you catch us. We are part of the Due Time crew. It's Due Time with Pastor Steph, Monday through Friday mornings, every single Monday through Friday morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can hear me on there Monday through Thursday. Monday, I have my segment, The Switch with Shontyce, where God gives us switch tips on how to make a switch from the streets to our godly seat. And on Thursdays, I have another segment, Pray for Them, where God chooses a celebrity. I don't know how he be choosing one, because it'd be like, God, 80 celebrities need to be prayed for a day. But he chooses one celebrity that we pray for the week. And then you catch me on Tuesdays and Wednesdays with the rest of the Due Time crew. B, what are you on?
I'm on Wednesdays with the WOW segment, the socially conscious segment, where I give stories that are going on in our world and society, and we talk about that. And then we go into the Women of Worship segment, where Pastor Stephanie gives us a topic to discuss. And last week's episode was dope. It hit me. So definitely want to make sure you're catching me on Wednesday, catching all of us on Due Time with Pastor Steph.
Yes.
You can also catch me on Thursdays, Therapeutic Thursdays. God has given me increase.
That's right.
On Thursdays, allow me to be a part of that. Again, Pastor Stephanie brings a topic that God wants us to shed light on and give our transparency moments on that as well. So if you love those transparency moments on this show, you definitely want to check us out on Into Town Classic Stuff for those transparency moments there, as well as just the blessings that God has for you through that show. God gave a word that says every listener will be healed. And that is a powerful message. So make sure you go and listen. Make sure you're catching us also on Facebook and Instagram. On Facebook is With All Due Respect, and on Instagram is With All Due Respect TV.
Yes. Yes, make sure you go on, hit that like button, hit that follow button. Make sure you stay tuned here on this channel, our social media pages for our next upcoming episode. We're trying to plan something a little different, a little special, but we're going to stay in tune and continue to collaborate with the Lord just to see what he gives us so we can give it to y'all. But we hope that y'all were enlightened tonight. That y'all were informed tonight. And we thank you guys so much for joining us. Shout out to our crew. Shout out to our crew, especially for our amazing set. The creativity is just on point. Thanks to our executive producer. We just love y'all so much. Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Happy Sabbath, y'all.
Yes. Let me watch no TV.